Let's dive into politics. Yes, zooming straight down to Rivers State. We had seen Fubara, according to APC Echelon, is the leader of APC right now, according to them. And that, and that seems to be the trend of any governor that they favor any political party to the APC. After all, number one man of the state is the leader. And the question now is, where does that leave Wike? Wike said if Fubara is allowed to go for a second term, that may just be some political demise. That wasn't the agreement. Remember, Fubara said right now, since they've settled, he chose to leave PDP and head into APC. Some say he didn't consult Wike. And Wike followers are not happy about it, saying Fubara is finding trouble. And he made a comment about a barking dog. Who is he referring to as the barking dog? Of course, Wike reacted also to that barking dog issue. The question now is there peace? Founder said, do this term and leave. Fubara went to NEC and said, look, since I'm now a member of the APC, one good turn deserves another. I want my second tenure signed, sealed, delivered. And that isn't going down too well with Wike. Will it be another round of fight? After all, it's all about political survival. Some are saying Governor Sam Fubara is playing hardball. Anyway, with me here in the studio to talk about this, I have Ahmed Wike, political analyst, political affairs commentator. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio, Ahmed.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, viewers at home.
All right. Now, today being the 4th of January, today is the birthday boy. You know, today is Okoro Baraye birthday. Every 4th of January, happy birthday, Okoro Baraye.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Wilson.
So where the party at?
Where
the party at?
Yeah, we'll see as usual.
All right, it's the PRO Oedo local government. I won't forget to mention that. Thank you so much for making our time to join us.
Thank you so much.
All right. Join us virtually all the way from New Jersey, USA. Yes, Ahmed Momodu. Thank you for joining us, Ahmed. Happy New Year. How is US this morning? We heard what Trump did to Nicolas Maduro. I mean, that'll be talk for another day, not today.
Not today. Happy New Year, Wilson, and my co-discussants in the studio, and to the public, Happy New Year, all the best wishes for a prosperous week.
All right. Thank you so much. Now let's put the show where it ought to be by throwing the first question. I don't know. What do you think is happening right now in the minds of these two gladiators? They got entangled in the first round. Fubara was beaten black and blue. He surrendered. He yielded. But now, do you think it's a continuation of the former fight? Or this fight is as good as won and lost by either of them? Ahmed.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. There's always a parable that says that run shall live to fight another day. The fight started as usual. Even personally, I'm surprised to see that the way Fubara has woken up and the way he's moving now. Right before now, actually, he lost the first battle that actually led to his suspension. And sometimes they say when you see somebody in a quiet mood, that doesn't really mean the person is a coward. So he chose to go back into the shade, recalculate again, follow up the due processes, and decide to okay, let me come back now and regenerate then to do the needful. Currently, I've listened to news regarding the crisis going on. I don't want to call it even crisis per se. It's a normal phenomenon as far as Nigeria political system is concerned. It's always a natural, it's a normal phenomenon. In the state of the country, you hardly see less than 50% whereby a successor, pardon me, is for always fighting the predecessor. So, but now as a case, but Rivers State, right from 1999, have always been like that. You know, starting from Odili down to Amechi, from Amechi to Wike to Fubara. It has always been a recurrent decimal, whereby the person taking over is always at loggerhead with the other persons in power. So probably the fact is, I know in a situation whereby everybody is a wise man, and then it becomes a problem. Nobody is trying to act like a fool to allow system to move. But as this case, now everybody is wise, I am wise, or that one is wise. Nobody wants to actually like, okay, let's allow this thing be. So everybody's now struggling for power. So now coming back to your question, yeah, to me, I am 100% support of Fubara in this case, because if you check it from the from the onset, you discover that it has always been every 8 years. Now it is Fubara's turn. If Fubara decide to chicken out at this very moment, history will also be there that you once fought and run away. You are a coward, and he doesn't want to put himself in that kind of situation that people will call him a coward. So he wants to vie for the seat for the second term, so that at the end of the day, even if he lost at the battle, he's far better off than chicken hearts, not even contesting at all. Now, I like him for one thing, a smart Wike, for firstly going to the APC before Wike. That one was the first target. Then the second target again is that as the governor, like as you said in your opening remarks, that in APC is more or less like a tradition. The governor becomes the leader of the party. So as he has defected 100%, not through the back door, like, oh, I will, he's already a member now. Automatically becomes a leader of the party. Even if Wike comes tomorrow, mind you, Wike is still not an APC member. People should know that. He's only working for the APC government, does not say that he's an APC member. As we speak right now, Wike is still a PDP member. So you never can tell. Wike may decide not to come to APC due to the fact that now Fubara has already taken hold in the APC. He may decide to now remain in his PDP. And let's now see if he cannot use that his PDP to perform magic. That's why sometimes they say, he that lives in the glass house does not throw a stone. And you should not even burn down your house, because when you do, you may no longer have a house to run to when there's a problem. Now he has started in bastardizing PDP in one way or the other. Now, what if he decides to now say, okay, let me remain in PDP? Where is the PDP for you to use today? The answer is no. Then the only option for you now is the APC. And the APC that you are coming in now, somebody have already hold grip of it. So the only best option now is for Wike to play low.
Before we get to the best option, you just hold on right now. Let them come to Okoro Baraye. You heard what Ahmed said. It's like he loved the move of Fubara. If you take a look at what really happened, some are saying before he went into APC, they did carry Wike along. That caused some uproar in Rivers State. And right now, like what you rightly said, which everybody knows, he's an APC member. And the request made by Fubara when he went to NEC meeting, he wants his 8 years complete. Do you see the war brewing or coming back again?
There should not be reason for any war. The reason is because if you lift up a man, if God uses you, listen, to lift up a man, give the man the preference to grow. You cannot hold the wings of a bird and throw the bird up and expect the bird to fly. But if you're losing the wing and let the bird fly, wherever the bird flies to, is for your own benefit and gain. I think you know that before the very just now, Wike was my most admired Nigerian politician. But I think it's losing the grip daily. The reason is because few days ago, we were with my friends. I always like to give my friends at area. And one of our friends who represented Nigeria in weightlifting way back came. And he saw my friend Billy and he said, he can carry Billy and that chair together. Everybody was laughing. And I said, why? He said, because he won medals with 235 kg. And Billy's weight is less than 80 or 80 something. So times the chair, everything is about 160, and he can pull up 2 something. So immediately when he was coming to meet Billy told him something a lot of us laughed. Billy told him that you can carry everything, but you cannot carry ground, though. That is ground.
It's ground.
But you wait, let me go inside and call you. Because he now uses his own brain to know that this guy, you can carry me. But let me just use brain to tell you that, no, I may be ground, though, but may I go inside, may I come. And he left the scene. So Wike would have also applauded himself immediately after that settlement, go back to his chair, go back to his drawing board the way Fubara did, and allow Fubara do whatever he wants to do. The reason why he would have allowed it, he made mistake the first time when he started fighting and nearly allowed the House of Assembly members lose their seat. If not for the magnanimity of the president. It happened in Edo, where some of our friends who we voted for took a political risk and thought they were coming back. For 4 years, they did not go to House of Assembly. They were not paid and not even doing for. Today, they were not sworn in, so they cannot be addressed. They were just giving INEC certificate, and that was it for 4 years. If not for the magnanimity of the president, who used his power to make sure the case was settled, their history, they would have been gone up politically. So since you know you already have people with you, don't allow people suffer more. You cannot just win in all situations. You told the Fubara will give you 110. Who are you to promise somebody 110? You are not God. Nobody knows who is going to go first tomorrow. So if you go first, if the man foolishly accepts you in any condition, and God forbid you die tomorrow, people will fall back to what he told you when you were so alive. So as a governor, you know he has the power. You did that against Amechi. You knew what it took you to demystify the political structure of Amechi in that state.
Yes.
Are you getting it? So don't expect somebody will not do it to you too. It's impossible. So you have also used your brain to say, my brother, you my picking, you just fight this, your fight finish. But me and you will see who will succeed you. With that one, Fubara would have been more loyal to him. But try to fight him again this time. As we speak today, you are not in our party. You are not. So the governor, if we are to visit Port Harcourt tomorrow, we are to visit Fubara because he's one of us. But we can't openly visit you because you might be working for us, you are not for us. It's very, very possible.
Working for us, but not for us.
Yes, it's also possible. Then also try to put the Korea Magi. As we speak presently, he has been suspended from the PDP. He has been, yes.
But he said, but you need to expel some persons from the PDP also.
No, to the face of we. It's not even in PDP because you didn't go to court to challenge it. The new squad now said you are not one of us. I get it. So you might also be creeping there, but officially you are not there. You might not be managing them. So as you are not in ADC, you are not here. Since you already have a governor who has, you know what it takes, that you might be the landlord of the president as you call yourself. But you are going to also fight a man who you taught all your political weapons. You already taught him. That's how he's there. And Fubara made a very big blunder by fighting you openly before. And he knew what he suffered for 6 months. So he will not want to fight you openly again. Then you already know your source. That if not for Abuja, you will not be shouting. So what you be shouting with you or fighting with you? Let me go and stay in Abuja. So whenever you fight me, you fight Abuja, which you know you cannot do. And you know that just like this, you are already gone too. And God forbid you are gone tomorrow. That's au revoir. You are politically guided for life.
We'll come to that.
So you cannot also try to now see that since Fubara know your secret, he already knows your secret. Which of Marshall know the thing why they tear up face. Maybe people they follow me. So if Fusion Matter come, it's my friend because don't need to confess. Because me and you know that the same juju person, I know do everything for us. Yes. You can see that they were waiting for Fubara to bring commissioner list. He didn't go there again. Now before he made that mistake to go there and it caused quarrel. Now he has sworn special advisors, which he does not need your consent to do. Special advisor go and take care of Ministry of Information, go and take care of Ministry of Road and Infrastructure. So you can see now that he's already working without you too, and nothing is happening. So the man no longer want to do anything that will cause public peace in Port Harcourt. He's now using his own, because you taught him to go to his closet to learn, to see that, okay, I did mistake before because when the president spoke to me, I walked out of the president. That's what I suffered. The president said, go and do this. I said, no, I came back to say, but now I'm back. You can see that day in, day out, it's always with the president. In no week he does not visit. And for the president to always admire you, the president now, as we speak today, we need a Fubara who is a governor than the minister who is wicked.
I'll come back to you. President, we need a Fubara who is a governor than the minister who is wicked. Now let's get to hear from Ahmed. What do you feel about all this? Some call it part 2 of the Royal Rumble in Rivers State. Please take it up from there.
Thank you for inviting me again, Wilson. I find what my co-discussants have said to be very interesting, but I'm a little bit more inclined to the real politic of what is going on behind the scenes. Number one, everybody knows that loyalty in politics is the number one and cardinal rule of anybody being successful in politics. And Fubara has shown himself to be a very ungrateful person, very unloyal person. Let me use that. Let me loosen the word a little bit. And this is not lost on all the players in Rivers State. It's not lost on the president, because he displayed it the first time the issue came to the president's table, and the president intervened. And what did he do? He went back to Rivers State and said the president had no legal backing to make the pronouncements that he did, and as such, they were not going to follow any of the advice. Now, if you go back into the history of that conflict between Wike and Fubara, I think it was Fubara who drew first blood. Not only that, he alienated himself from most of the political class by setting fire, well, allegedly setting fire to the House of Assembly complex, going to the residence of the members of the House of Assembly and threatening them, claiming they were there on his own pleasure, at his pleasure. They were serving at his pleasure. I mean, he really went to some extent that you don't go when you know you are not the only player in a political environment. What did he do after that? He threatened them. He told them. He even came out and said things that leaders don't say. You were saying that these people came to collect school fees in your house. You were feeding them, etc., etc. The House of Assembly has been ratified by the highest judicial authorities that they are members whether he likes it or not. There's nothing he can do. So what does he do? He now decides to join APC and hobnob with the president. Look, whether you like it or not, Wike, as long as this term is going on, Wike is Fubara's political godfather. When you go to a political structure and it is used for your benefit, then you turn around and spit at that structure without establishing your own structure. Listen, it's a very simple analogy. The structure that puts Sim Fubara into the government house is built on, for example, 5 legs. The controller of those 5 legs is Wike. Now, you spend some time as governor, maybe you now have 1 leg or 1.5 leg, and you want to go and fight the people. Look at the symbolism of what happened to when Wike went to Rivers State the other day. The members of the House of Assembly, all of them APC members, bought him a vehicle and presented it to him. What does that tell you? It tells you that the loyalty from those people, are we to assume that the governor has more reach than the members of the House of Assembly? No, it's not possible. When the House of Assembly members go back to their own constituency, it is assumed that they are more influential than the governor, and the governor has to rely on that structure to survive. So I don't believe that a war is helpful to any of these sides, but I do believe that Fubara has proven himself time and time again to be an unreliable, disloyal person. And I don't see, this is the same fight that the president had when he replaced his own deputy governor in his second term. It's the same fight he had when he replaced the deputy governor of Babajide, what's his name? Fashola, when he replaced the deputy governor of Fashola, and also when he refused Ambode to come for a second term. So this fake loyalty that Fubara is putting up at the last minute, I hope it works for him, but I don't see it going anywhere, because at the end of the day, the structure that brought him into play is the structure that is going to take him out of play. And it's not as difficult as it seems, because they've shown their loyalty, they've shown where their interest is, and that's what he has to fight.
All right, thank you so much, Ahmed. I really appreciate the wonderful analysis. But right now, I want to go for a break. When we return, we're going to hear, okay, that's Ahmed in the US. So yeah, Ahmed in the studio, on narrating, of course, of Koro Sahobari, what they feel about Ahmed Modu's own analysis of the situation. Loyalty, that is what this is all about, or isn't it? We'll go for that break. When we return, we'll continue the discussion. Do stay.
TMI. Every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying. Jennifer just joined us. This is TMI. We're taking a look at the Rivers State political situation. The battle of relevance between Fubara, the 7th governor of Rivers State, and Nyesom Wike, ex-governor of Rivers State, and of course, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Some people say he's been instrumental to the APC winning over Rivers State in the last presidential election. Well, Ahmed, you heard Ahmed, yes, Momodu, about his own analysis. He said, look, Fubara cannot be trusted. After all, loyalty has to do with trust. When the case was first stepped into by Mr. President, he went against what they agreed to. The second time again, he was suspended. Now, according to Ahmed Modu, he is showing fake loyalty. And that might just be what can work against him in his own plan for a second term. Take it up from there.
Thank you. You see, you just have to make a move. Without making a move, it's already a sign of failure. Oh, if I do this thing, I feel failure. And you refuse not to even do at all. That means automatically failure. But if you give it a trial, you may be amazed and surprised that, oh, it may work. So now in this case, my brother Ahmed spoke very well. And yes, it's a fact that yes, Fubara has not shown element of loyalty. But again, you should also understand that in politics, the only loyalty is your interest. And the interest currently right now, as far as Fubara is concerned, is to get a second tenure. Wherever it takes him to get a second tenure, he just have to do it. So issue of loyalty now, he knows that if he remains loyal to Wike now, and he knows that Wike will not allow him to get the second tenure. So what kind of loyalty do you expect him to do in that case? To be loyal to Wike and not to get the second tenure? Or to be disloyal to Wike and get the second tenure? If I were in his shoe, to be disloyal to Wike and get my second tenure, because in politics, as we all say, no permanent friends, no permanent enmity, but the only current permanent thing is the interest and the goal. Similarly, the president also has his own permanent interest as well, which is to also get his own second tenure return. So in this whole case, Wike just have to tread carefully. Yes, he's trying to do a battle that if he succeeds, yes, it becomes the biggest lion as far as Rivers State is concerned. But again, if he also loses to, it now becomes like a hyena or even a sheep that will not remain very close in his hideout. Whichever one that he knows will be better for him, he can do. But as a loving person, that I love his type of person, especially what he did in 2023, honestly speaking, he earned my love to the extent that I have to nickname him the lion of the Niger Delta. If for my own advice to him is that he should sheathe the sword. It's not every battle that you fight. You understand? As it stands right now, you should sheathe the sword and allow peace to just reign entirely. Because if you continue with this fight now, with the path that Wike is taking, let me tell you, President may be very happy with you, with what you are doing for him. But can you read the mind of the president? The answer is also no. Because as we said, everything is all about interest.
If you say, well, can you also read the mind of Fubara?
Nobody can, exactly.
So it's like nobody has a gift of mind reading.
Nobody has to give us someone that particular.
Yeah.
You never can tell if you are okay, well, president is with me, you want to fight. You never can tell president is also with Fubara as well. So at the end of the day, the president will just leave, okay, go to Rivers State and go and do your dealing. Like what Ahmed said just now, yes, that the House of Assembly, they are still loyal to Wike. Yes, of course, Wike brought all of them from governor down to the House of Assembly in that election. It's only Fubara now and probably maybe the deputy governor, for example, that are not towing the line of Wike and the rest of them. But that does not translate to the fact that in every constituency, almost all of them will not be loyal to Wike and decide to be disloyal to Fubara. Let me tell you, if that pay the piper, my brother, details the tune. As far as we are concerned, Rivers State currently, Fubara is the one that paid the piper right now. He's going to also detain the tune, because as you see, none of these politicians, as far as Rivers State is concerned, as a humanitarian person or somebody who does a volunteer services. Now, but everything is all about what will I get at the end of the day that determines all this whole stuff. All so right. At the end of the day, this same person that you think okay, bought vehicle for Wike right now can as well, in the nip of time, as a very close, can also do a turnaround and also show that same loyalty to Fubara on the ground that, oh, we too also want to return to. Let's work together. So Wike should learn on how to strike on this very game.
Now let's take a look at the house. When the battle was raging, when these men are going to almost lost their seat, which was true, it was the same Wike that put everything back in order, returning their seat and demanded that their money owed them should be paid back to them. This same Wike, when he came back, they showed total loyalty, absolute loyalty to Wike by purchasing a car for him. The rest of the ones said that what Fubara is doing right now is not correct. Do you feel that Wike is still as politically relevant as he used to be before the hobnobbing between Fubara and Mr. President?
Wike will forever remain relevant. The reason is because of his giving nature. Yes, any politician that is a good giver is always very relevant till he or she leaves this earth. So Wike will remain relevant, but I think nobody is perfect. Wike would have allowed the mistake Wike is doing now was the same mistake Amechi did. That after installing Wike, you must do this, you must do that. Wike said, no, you can't tell me what to do, I know what to do. And Wike did his best, even when Amechi became relevant in Abuja, just the way he is now, to Buhari. Wike was still down, even vis-a-vis this, he pushed Amechi out of the party. Amechi went to APC, became a leader in APC and a minister. Still fighting Wike, but at the end of the day, Wike won that fight. Amechi is already inside. The same way Amechi did to his own predecessor, Odili. It's the same way. I get it now. Odili tried it was now Wike, for Wike pushing out Amechi, now he gathered Odili. But at the end of the day, the same Fubara came, saying, okay, since Wike wanted to call Odili, so you can see that they are all trying to see who is going to be relevant. So that is why Wike would have also tried his own best to Pablo, because if you watch, all others who try to fight back at the governor lose their fight. Amechi did to Wike. So if Wike is not also loyal, history repeats itself by him losing.
But some are saying Wike might just be the first to succeed.
Very, very possible. It's a political risk. But let me tell you, there are some risks that is not worth taking. A risk like somebody tells you now that we say, you know how to swim, why not just try and jump from Ipuba River?
And if you succeed, you get this amount of
money.
By the time you are jumping and jump on the second bridge that is no longer valuable, that is there inside. I get it now. You might not come out to tell the story. Or somebody tells you, don't worry, no more to know the jump, and you get to acquire a hill. A truck is coming, and you see the conductor of the truck always putting tire just to make sure the truck does not lose. You will say, no, let me stay at the front to hold the truck. Don't worry, this motor not go key. Are you getting it now? You also end up not telling the story. So when you also calculate the risk and see that if I try to tamper with this governor and if I'm finished, you're actually finished. Why not just tell me Pablo with him and be quiet till he officially asks for the second term? The governor is just saying they want it. Has he officially asked for it? Why not go and wait for him at the official market where he's coming to come out purchase? Because he cannot call himself a governor without not coming out, going to Abuja, where you are the landlord. He will come to purchase ticket there. You would have waited for him. Now you've shouted at him. He now already knows that you don't want it. Since you don't want it, the governor will do everything within his reach to make sure you have no value. And God forbid, Wike continues like this and gives the governor unnecessary power. He can stop Wike not to enter River State. All these sorts of assembly members we are seeing talking, it's the governor that is peaceful. Are you getting it? It was happened in this state.
But they fought before the governor lost.
No. They fought before the governor lost. Then the governor was a featherweight politician. Now he's no longer at featherweight. From the way he now knows how to go to Abuja now. He already understood his mistakes.
So Abuja is the key.
It has been the key. So that's the political maker in Nigeria. So he already knows it. He went there to visit the president on Christmas Day, went there again on New Year Day, and you can see that even the president will stand up from his chair. My governor. That's a recognition. A recognition. The president might not stand up for a minister because that is an appointee under him. But the president, which is the last political Maradona standing in Nigeria alive, knows that joking with a governor, not just a governor of oil-rich state, a governor who have 100 billion to play with politically, just to play with. But that's a political risk. Wike did it before because he was sitting there. If you want to go to Wike was able to give this governor a safe landing, and those are because he was a governor. He had money to play with. Now he cannot have 500 billion to joke with. He cannot. Except the president is backing you. And the president will not want to back anybody who is against the governor of a state. He knows the political society, so the governor will have no other option. The president have no other option than to tell you, my brother, you have to koto because me, I'm looking for mine. I need this governor to secure that state, not you.
All right.
I get it now. By the time the president is telling you, my brother, leave this man and you don't want to leave him, you have to also that to leave. If the president decides to say this evening Wike is no longer a minister, can Wike come back to Port Harcourt? God forbid the president decide to say it today, which is very possible. Which is, you can't say, you just say, want to change the cabinet, New Year 2026, you want to reshuffle. So we make it or we don't make it. So if that one at the end it does not make it, who is he going to cry to?
All right.
I get it. The only thing we know how to do is to come to paper and start shouting, and you will just shout the next thing. You shout to Kuje prison. Yes, okay. I get it. So he has to be very, very calculative. Because they are not all fight. You fight. There are some fight you fight. You will not go back to tell the story. Just like the fight. Though we are sorry for what happened to our brother and to the Joshua. You saw the fight. He fought with Mike Tyson. That guy fought with Mike Tyson.
True.
And he thought after fighting with Mike Tyson that our brother
Anthony Joshua
to AJ was also a Mike Tyson squad. And you saw what AJ said. He said, I waited for him till 6th round to show him a lesson. You heard what he said. So when it was time to show him a lesson, you already now know that this one will not be your mate. It did not just broke your joint. He made sure that you went to the hospital from there. And also make sure your mother started crying.
All right.
So because they beat like this, you don't fit throw back. How can your child throw back at AJ? They have no care that. So there are some political risks you don't take.
All right,
your own good.
All right, hold on. Let's get to what Ahmed Modu have to say about this. From what Fubara said, he said this is a political risk that Wike shouldn't even think of embarking on, which is fighting Fubara this time around. Take it up from there.
You see, those two gentlemen you have in the studio, they are my political godfathers. So I hate to contradict them, but I believe that the real politics, even though I agree to the extent that Wike needs to be calculative, I do believe that Fubara has opened his own weakness by his constant reference to Abuja. All politics, as we know, all politicians, those my leaders there will tell you that all politics is local. When you start talking about federal politics, not only have you lost, but you are showing that you are not a grounded or local politician. That's what he's going to Abuja indicates. Now, there's also the problem that going to Abuja means that he is restricted in the things he can do. He's not going to fight openly when the president tells him to calm down. He can't do that. So it leaves the rough fight for Wike to do, which is what is happening. Now, if we address the issues, the real politics, look at the indication of when he sent money to the members of the House of Assembly, 100,000, and they sent it back to him. They said this is not the kind of money you will send, but that's not what they said. What they said is that you didn't appropriate properly and you can't be sending us this kind of money. Imagine the audacity of House of Assembly members returning the money that governor gave to them. Just imagine that. So look, yes, Wike has exposed himself. Fubara is making some right moves, but without a contrite heart, it will be seen as pretense. It will be seen as let me try and get what I want, which everybody knows. Let me throw in something that my leaders may agree or disagree with. Number one, Wike is Tinubu's godfather as far as Rivers politics is concerned. For the 4 years that Tinubu is president, Wike is his godfather. Wike didn't say, I will deliver Rivers State to you. Wike delivered Rivers State to him. Now, Wike delivered Rivers State to him when his own governor in Lagos could not deliver Lagos to him. So whether you like it or not, Wike is Tinubu's political godfather in Rivers State. That's number one. Number two, when you compare Wike and Amechi, you are making wrong comparisons. Wike started his political career as a local government chairman, a grassroots politician. Amechi started his own political career as the Speaker of the House of Assembly, State House of Assembly. And then furthermore, recall that Amechi's governorship was granted by the Supreme Court. He had a judicial decision that made him governor. It was not the hustle bustle of an electoral victory. Wike fought people twice. The first time and won, the second time and won. So Wike is not your run-of-the-mill politician. In fact, he was removed by Amechi from Rivers State and sent to Abuja so that he will be removed from local politics. But what happened? That made him even stronger because he now allied with Goodluck Jonathan and Goodluck Jonathan's wife. And if you recall the fight Amechi had with Goodluck Jonathan's wife, and all of it went downhill from there. So some of these comparisons are not as accurate as they should be. Now, let us even look at the people behind the two characters. Amechi had President Buhari, who was reticent. He was not somebody to involve himself with local politics. He believed that everybody should go and fight and end their mandate, just like he ended his mandate. But Tinubu, on the other hand, is a grassroots-rooted politician that wants to know the nitty-gritty of what is going on. So he's not going to openly fight Wike. He's not going to openly fight Fubara. He's going to manage the two of them like a good child of politics that he is. Now, whatever it is you don't like about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you cannot take away from the fact that he is the number one politician besides being the president. He is the number one politician in Nigeria today. He's a bridge builder that the country has never seen in a long time. So he's going to manage his relationship with Tinubu, with Fubara, as well as managing his relationship with Wike, because all of it works the best for him. So if they have their fights, I don't think he's going to come out one way or the other anymore. He's going to tell them behind the scenes, and they both listen to him. So yes, it is possible that tomorrow Wike may not be a member of Tinubu's cabinet. I find it very unlikely because every time Wike has been involved in one issue or the other, Tinubu has been effusive about his praise for him, telling them he's a performing minister, he's one of the best ministers, etc., etc. Now, don't forget something. When you say Amechi came from Abuja and he couldn't enter Rivers State, he was the Minister of Transportation. Wike is the landowner, is the I don't even know what to call him, the landlord of the Federal Capital Territory. Not only does the president is his landlord, I mean, he's the landlord of the president, he's the landlord of the Inspector General of Police, DSS, Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Naval Staff. Have you seen his convoy? His convoy looks like a service chief's convoy. Is that the one that Fubara is going to stop from entering Rivers State? So some of these things, yes, he needs to be careful. But I believe that the die is cast. Fubara has decided that he must get a second term, whether they like it or not. Wike has decided that this is the political battle that is going to either make him or break him. Also, let me point out this last thing, just to highlight it. Each of those politicians that is following Wike is a potential governor. So whether Fubara likes it or not, everybody, as long as they are behind Wike, they are all potential governors. They are all potential replacements for Fubara. They all have to prove loyalty to the local godfather, not somebody in Abuja that is going to pull. And the might, Wike has been practicing politics in Rivers State at least for 25 years. How long has Fubara been doing it? So some of these things, yes, you need to be careful, X, Y, Z, the rest of the rest. Whether you like it or not, Nigeria's constitution and politics makes it mandatory for you to have a godfather before you can enter politics at that level. The house that Fubara went to submit his form, it was human beings that were there. They were mobilized by Wike, and that is the result we are seeing today. So I do agree, Wike needs to be careful, but this die is cast, and I honestly do not see how Fubara is going to make it out of it, succeeding over Wike.
Wow. Interesting analysis. Well, right now I want to go for a break. When we return, we'll go to the reaction of Okoro Sanwo-Baraye and of course Ahmed Wike, because Momodu gave valid points, saying the man been playing politics for 25 years. The house belonged to him. It's like the structure of Rivers State politics in the hands of Wike. Even till tomorrow for the house to do what they did, return money to the governor, say you didn't do it well, you had to go do it again. Who's in charge of the house? We'll be right back after this break.
TMI, every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. Now, Ahmed, you heard the analysis of Ahmed Momodu. He said he doesn't really disagree with what you guys are saying, but there is a huge but, because it stands right now, Wike still owns the structure of Rivers State politics. Take it up from there.
My brother, nothing lasts forever. That's one thing somebody need to get. And two, this loyalty you are talking about does not also last forever.
But he said each one of them is a potential governor.
Fantastic, and which, honestly speaking, I agree with him 100% total. Because even Fubara that became a governor, nobody knew him from Adam. He was just a civil servant, I think on level 14, that they just went to bring him out from nowhere. Like when Governor Baseki was technical, economic, and nobody knew him politically. Even the political gladiators that were taking blah. Because somebody said, this is who I want to give. This card did not fall. And he bulldozed his way and brought him in. Fantastic. Same way, those ones already known politicians. In fact, they are even years more than governor in the making. You understand what I'm saying? But yes, they need to prove their loyalty, no doubt about that. But again, I also agree with him when he said Wike should also be very, very careful. Because you see, nobody knows this game in total. Because if somebody had told Tinubu, for example, he will lose Lagos State in that 2020 governorship election, he would tell the person should go and sleep. But he was so amazed he lost Lagos State. Lagos State.
But Wike delivered Rivers State.
I only want you to, because right now, if we are looking at the best politician thus far, now living, or a legend living, is Tinubu. But if anybody can tell, Tinubu that managed his state from 1999 till today, nobody ever took it from him, but he lost his state. So what makes you think Wike that started managing his state in just 2014, I mean 20 whatever? What makes you think he will not lose his state? That is the first question. If Tinubu, who manages his state from 1999, he lost it in 2023, what makes you think Wike that just managed his state 10 years ago will not lose his state? Nobody knows this game all. Nobody. If there's anybody that tells you I know this game in total, the person is lying. If not, some persons would have remained undisputed champion all the days of their life. But they lost one or two fights, as the case may be. Even Brazil, we are saying the best football nation in the world. Today, Brazil cannot even remember when last they won World Cup. Do you understand what I'm telling you now? Because everybody goes into the drawing board every day. How is Wincy making this thing possible? They want to know. If they not decide to know how Wincy is making it possible, how can I do it better than Wincy? That is the point of coming. Do you think it's only wicked people are coming to tell him what to do? There are also people who are hiding under that doesn't want to show their face, who wicked have dealt with in one way or the other, that are now coming behind Fubara. Doing this. Okay, do you think all this move Fubara? You think all of them came from Fubara? The answer is no. Somebody else came to tell Fubara, do it this way, do it this way. Same way, in fact, why Fubara will have upper hand is that Wike may think is the best politician currently right now. With that feeling, he may not want to take advice from anybody. But why Fubara may succeed is that he knows a newbie. He doesn't even know anything about this game. He would like to take advice. He will take from Okoro. He will take from the. That makes him even more superior. And that is the more issue area he needs to be very, very wary of. Because that's.
And you take Wike is not listening to advice.
No, I doubt because somebody like Wike who thinks he knows it all, I doubt if he will like to take advice from some persons, because he believes, like as my brother Ahmed have analyzed, you will just think like, yes, Rivers is in his palm. Brother, you see this thing you are looking about now, it can change at any time.
All right.
And which is not permanent.
All right.
And he should know that.
All right.
I support the fact that Wike should step down or bring down the fact. Yes, that same grassroots they claim he owns, it will still be the same grassroots that will fuck him up.
Watch your language, you're on air. Watch your language, please.
Pardon me.
All right. So over now to your crossover. You heard the point raised by Amem Modu talking about the power, so to speak, right now. Though he said we should be careful, but from indices you get to realize that Wike is still very much relevant. Remember what happened when he told the PDP that PDP for governorship it's PDP, for presidency it's APC, and it happened just that way. Take it up from there.
Thank you so much, Wilson. Tree near tree, I'm monkey smart.
Exactly. That's the part.
Are you getting it now? Tree near tree, I'm monkey smart. Yes. If there's one tree at this point, and there's another one at Unibem Megate or 7
now you're gonna jump.
Monkey is going to walk on the floor to get to the other tree. If he risks it, that's the end. Then, if you watch, have you seen a dove? A dove. If a dove lands here, that dove will start dancing.
Yes.
And nobody knows why the dove is dancing. There's something underneath the dove is dancing to. Wike, political survivor, when he took those political risks, if you remember, we spoke about it,
yes,
which I supported him, gave over 200,000 people SSA. If you remember,
yes,
over 200. That
stomach infrastructure.
And I said, thank him. I was not thanking him for putting food on people's table. For him to first of all give 200,000 people SSA job, that was already, he was paying them. That money was huge because
that's 60 or 80,000. Did that
money was huge?
Yes.
I forgot it.
Yes.
But I think that first of all was over 200,000 votes. Obaseki also knew that
because it was
Wike who told him this pattern, leave all these people for Abuja, leave all those leaders. Are you getting it now? Shomole cannot talk to you, you not get your secretary, you're going to get it, come here and do it. It was Wike who did that. So if Wike can tell a governor of another state on how to maneuver his godfather, there's also another person that can call that his governor to say this is how to maneuver the godfather. Are you getting it now? If Obaseki came, Obaseki gave over 200,000 people to SSA. That some people, old women, it was like they were sharing it. Are you getting it now? And at the end of the day, those people, it worked out for him. Excepting Fubara want to die political death too, because it's also a very big risk if Fubara does not take it back. That he is gone forever, and he has the knife and the yam with him now. So if I'm to cut, I won't cut from here. I will cut from your ear down, your shoulder. That's where I'm going to cut off if I'm the governor. You can hear that the president has said he's empowering 1,000 persons per ward. It didn't say per local government, per ward.
You know what that's
1,000 persons per ward is like 777.
How many votes is that?
Be patient, sir. How many votes is that?
Wow.
1,000 per ward. 1,000 per ward. That's my word now that we are. That he wants to do. If at the end he succeeds in doing that, there is nobody that can contest against him.
So 20 million votes already. How you want to get them?
They want to be paying those people. If the governor also not say,
and this is Wike's idea.
If the governor also say, since the president is doing 1,000 per ward, how much is the president going to pay people? Those people will say he's paying us 50,000. Fubara, I will pay 50,000 to add to your own, to the president's 1,000 people. Then I want to employ my own 1,000 that I'll be paying 100.
Just hold on. We want to go on a break. You come back and finish up with this analysis. Don't go. It's getting more and more interesting. We'll be right back.
TMI. Every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is TMI. We are the very end of our discussion segment. It's all about Rivers State politics. I want to dive into, setting agenda for the governor in Edo State, talking about a new year and all that, but it seems like this particular topic has taken over the space. Well, I see Avukoro Osaho Obaraye and of course Ahmed Wike. Don't forget to mention also Ahmed Modu all the way from the US join us virtually, still deliberating on this issue. Okoro Obaraye will make your analysis about empowering 1,000 individuals from each ward of the federation.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Is it for state or federation?
Thank you so much. First of all, let me thank our father Esaman, who decided to put food on the table of the non-have, the table of the Talakawas. You get to see that tomorrow. If Esaman decide to also ask for something, the reason why we not lost the election, because food on the table. So if Fubara decide to lose tomorrow, you will know that he's a selfish person.
Wow.
He will never ever win again. It is simple. You sing like the person who taught you how to sing. You can't expect Charlie Poppy to start singing like Osayamori Joseph. He was not taught that way. It's impossible. So the only thing he can do, maybe raise chorus. He might not have the voice, he might not have the style. So if Fubara has not learned his lessons, either from co-governors or from what has happened to him or from his mentor, Wike, that's also he's a dullard. It's simple. If I, or let's say Fubara, tomorrow decide to win that election, the president of the country has said he's taking 1,000 people per ward. And we have 774
local government.
So it is the ward that broke that 1,000 into units. To say, okay, maybe each unit bring 10, depending on how many units they have. So if a president is already thinking of that, and you have a governor who is also at the second cadre, the governor can say, okay, if the president decides to pay 50,000 to those 1,000 persons, I, as a governor of the state, to support my president up there, I would add 20,000 to the money the governor is paying, president is paying those people. First of all, those people's loyalty now is bent. One with the president, you adding to you. You are not engaged, so already it's intertwined, you are with them. They now also say, okay, me as a governor, I will now also take 500 per ward in my state. 500 per ward to be paying the money, the same money. You already have 1,500 per ward. Then you mandate your local government chairman, mandatory, they should take 200 persons per ward. Mandatory. You must take it, add it. Look for one place or the other to add that money to their security vote so that they can get it. 200 persons per ward. So as a governor, plus or minus, you have more than 1,000 persons in one ward for you.
Wow.
Yes, and make sure the pay is juicy because the state is rich. Make sure it's juicy. Give them letter of employment. Don't say it verbally.
But there's a hole in this. The local government are not being controlled right now by Fubara. Have you forgotten that?
No, the local government does not mean they are not answerable to the governor of the state. It's impossible. I work in the local government, so it's impossible. You must be answerable to the governor of the state. Yes, even though your autonomy does not give you, they want to argue with the. There are some things you must do that you must pass through the governor to say you want to do this. So that you cannot go and be tying the road the governor is already tying. So if you have to tie it, you must tell the governor. So if the governor see that you want to go and tie the road leading to his enemy's house, he can tell you no, this one cannot be approved. Go and tie that one. This one will be better. And you can't tell the governor no, and you can't go and do it. You are on the governor. So it's also the governor meeting them on at ESCO level to say this is ESCO decision. That each local government should get 200 persons. Those 200 persons will be sworn in by the governor. Bring them to me. You are swearing them in each party pleasantry, television channels, everybody showing them, giving them letter of appointment, telling them you are my foot soldier in your ward. I will be meeting with you people every last Sunday or Friday of every month to brief me what is going on in your ward. By then you will see problem. By then you will know the value of monthly alerts to individuals. So by so doing, you will know who truly have the structure, how to build the structure. You don't just build structure with mouth. That's why I say if he is a genuine giver, building of structure does not mean since 1960. No. The reason why you see people like Oshomole still relevant politically today is their giving nature. You see somebody like Lucky Benedion today as we speak still very, very relevant politically. It's his giving nature. We had other governors who came after Lucky Benedion who, if I ask you, can't even know where they live or where they stay. Their gates are always closed. But some people, some of us are still privileged that if we see him till date, we still have that, my youth leader, this is for you, till date. So it goes to show that tomorrow if he speaks, we'll listen. We have a governor who just finished his tenure and he's nowhere to be found in the state. And we have others who have been governor, it's still here. So it goes to tell you, if you are a genuine giver, people know you don't give because you want their position. So Fubara is taking slow on it.
They should start giving.
Okay,
in other words, you should start buying.
You don't need to buy it. Listen.
What is buying? You're talking about buying.
And putting food on people's table.
But that is buying the people's trust.
No, how can I buy your trust if I employ you? No.
Good question.
How can I buy your trust if I employ you? You don't want employment?
All right.
If you don't want it, give me your wife's name.
Give it to another person.
Yes. Are you getting it now? You don't need to come to work. Just every month ending, come and brief me what is happening. What do you people want in your place? So you need borrow. Okay, commissioner, put it down. You need the water, put it down. Then you start seeing that by so doing, your structure will be so overloaded that anybody that abuses you will be abusing close to 1 million persons. How many votes are in Rivers that somebody that you cannot secure? If the president is securing 774 local government, even the ones fighting, that are not now as we speak. Are you telling me those people, if they see their alert month and the paka and say they didn't go anywhere, this one comes, the next month it comes, the third month and the fourth month, when the election time comes, they will not come and ask the politician for money. They will just ask you, I beg, the one why they receive the money from every month, which party they here? You tell me this, I beg, take make this money for continue. That's continuity. The president has it in Lagos State. That's why if he enters Lagos, it's like it's home coming. People have it. Oshomole has it too. If you cannot be a politician, be shouting Abuja, shouting, and your grassroots is not there. So Fubara should solidify his grassroots. When I solidify his grassroots, nobody will tell anybody. If you come to Rivers, you will know you are coming to see trouble.
Thank you. Well, let's get to hear from Ahmed Bamodu right now. You heard the point raised by Ahmed Wike and of course Okoro Osanho Obara. It's all about you. He used the word giving empowerment, but someone is saying that is buying of trust, buying of loyalty. Take it up from there.
Well, I didn't say it. You said it. You are saying it's buying of trust and buying of loyalty. I happen to agree with you, and I will go back. I will stand on what you have said, and I will just expand.
No, people said, not me. I said people said it's buying of trust.
Well, like he said, let me also stand on what he said. Na tree near each other, and I make monkey get skill. The skills that you have is only, you can only use the skills that you have. So far, Fubara has been entirely unimpressive. If you ask me for my own personal opinion, I'll tell you he started a fight too early. He wasn't well prepared. He didn't have his ducks in a row, and then he shot his gun too early. Now he has exposed all his flanks. He's not fighting. What we need to understand is that he's not just fighting Wike. He's also fighting the members of the House of Assembly and the local government chairman. Now, if you have one or two fronts of conflict, that's a different thing. How many fronts of conflict can you face at the same time and still be an effective leader? What Fubara is facing right now is simply survival. He's only trying to survive, and the survival is taking so much of his time, so much of his energy, that you see all the beautiful suggestions that they made there, empowering people in the local governments, etc., etc. Those are fantastic ideas. Those are things that if he had any kind of political backing, he would not even need anybody to advise him to do such. But the question is, look at the kind of, he also, one of the speakers also mentioned, I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was exactly. He also mentioned a generosity of spirit. This man has been at loggerheads with the House of Assembly for several years now. He gave them 100,000 naira each. 100,000 naira. Is that any kind of generosity of spirit? How are you going to give members of your state House of Assembly? What is 100,000 naira going to do? If I even wanted to give a gift to my leader that is in the House of Assembly and I give him 100,000, I will feel bad. And then the governor is giving 100,000. So let's us put some of those sentiments aside. Fubara has shown himself to be very stingy of spirit, mean-spirited, and entirely ungrateful. So these are the things that are going to work against him. At what point do you stop all of this and start using people, and then they will understand that you are only using them to further your interest? As soon as you get what you want, you are going to turn your back on them. Well, I wish him luck. But I also, like I said, I think Wike too needs to be more careful with this fight. He needs to be more generous to the people of Rivers State and allow some peace to reign. There's too much conflict. These last 4 years have been too much conflict, and governance has suffered too much. The people of Rivers State are not having the best of what they voted for. And this needs to come to a head, it needs to come to a close, and it needs to stop as soon as possible.
Thank you so much. And that is your last line on this particular discussion segment, because our time is up. 1 minute each, gentlemen, to summarize your point. Advice to Wike, Fubara, and President, because one or the other is involved, and to the people of Rivers State. Ahmed.
Yes, thank you. I agree with our last speaker, Ahmed, that yes, Wike should be careful to allow peace to reign in Rivers State, so that good governance, the Rivers people can actually benefit from it. As for the president, in fact, he's enjoying the two conflicts, so that at the end of the day, he can have his better say on the matter, because when your two enemies are fighting, the property now automatically belongs to you. So right now, Rivers State is currently belonging to the president, and I think the fight is very healthy for Mr. President as far as I'm concerned in my own. So after that, Fubara, continue your fight it very hard, and that shows that you're a man. And happy birthday, President.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All right, your 1 minute.
1 minute is simple. I think my political idol before Wike should see how.
Before, not now.
Because when something is getting too much, I naturally hate it.
Yes.
If you are holding somebody and the person is trying to struggle, you can't kill the person. Are you getting it now? There is a way you maintain yourself and respect yourself. Leadership comes naturally. You don't force people I can't force Wisin to obey me.
Yes.
Let my behavior allow Wisin to obey me. Are you getting it? If truly you are a good leader, you don't need Fubara to tell you. Let people also say Fubara is a bad person. We saw it that Fubara was bad, and they called him and spanked him. And even if he goes there again, your quietness will make people just say you will come back, not you telling him. Are you getting it now? You try to start shouting again, he bad dog, something. No, it goes to show. Are you getting it now? There are some people I don't comment on their page on Facebook. I forbid it because I'll give you value. Are you getting it? Why will I go again? We say abuse Wisin. That's what say put out in the same
pedestal.
I get it now. You already say you are the landlord of the president. How can the landlord of the president be talking to a tenant far below? I get it now. So already maintain that circle. Keep quiet or true. Let him come. Definitely, he must come to your place in Abuja to purchase a phone. You now wait for him. Did I get it now? Now you are doing this now. You gave people of Rivers this man. You did not also give him the chance to serve the people with peace. Now you are saying you want to change it. Will the people of Rivers also agree? That's a caveat. You can't just say, okay, I give you this one for you don't want, I want to give you this now. No. You are toiling with their emotions too. Let the people say, no, we don't want him. Because truly this is what he did. Then people say we want him for continuity. Ask the people. You don't say you want it.
All right.
Are you getting it now?
Thank you.
If you ask them and they say they don't want him, it will be more easier.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Ahmed Wike, thank you so much. Of course, Fubara, I appreciate it. And of course, happy birthday. We're coming for that birthday, definitely. I like shawarma. Ahmed Almamodu, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate all of you. Well, you've heard them. Well, the battle continue to rage, or there'll be peace in Rivers State. Remember, Wike said, if Fubara is allowed to go the way he's going, that is the end of his political career. Some interpreted that as fight to the finish. But would it be wise for him to keep fighting? What about Fubara? Why is he turning against what they agreed to? Is it a smart move for him to turn against the agreement? It's all about politics, all about interest, all about loyalty. Our responsibility is to give you feedback on what is happening. Once more, Happy New Year. See you some other time. Bye for now.